Hey, what's going on, everyone? Dan the Glassman here. You're watching the Glassman's World, and today I wanted to do something new for you, for me. I've never tried this before. I've never done this, but it's something new that I learned recently, and I got inspired today by one of our YouTube friends here. She goes by Renee. Renee's Gardens right here, and so today she made a post up on look what I'm growing on my windowsill. And so she was actually showing her beautiful sweet potato slips that she's getting started right now, and also some that she's already got growing. And so at the end of the video, we'll just skip right through. Just wanted to show a little bit, and let me just that way you can see who she is. So this is Renee right here, and I met Renee through our friend over here, Lead Farmer 73, and he actually had her up on his channel one time, and that's what got me started watching Renee and her channel. And she's real simple. She's a small YouTuber. She's got only 1.89k subscribers, so go on ahead and make sure you subscribe to Renee over here, and she'll teach you some real cool things. So um, she was talking about the potato slips and everything, right? And oh, let me show you. Let me show you real quick. So these are the ones that she's got in her window right here. So these are the ones she just planted, and these are the ones that she started growing last growing season. And these ones are looking pretty good and pretty healthy. And you can see she's got hers in soil right there, and she's got them in a pan where she can then like water it from underneath, and she keeps it nice and soaked and everything. And so yeah, these look really nice. And I told her, I was like, hey, because we always comment on each other's videos. So Renee, I'm hoping that you're okay for me to give you a shout out right here and tell everyone to subscribe to Renee's Garden. And I wanted to just let you know that you inspired me to share our plants right here, because we've been growing our sweet potatoes in this aquaponics setup. So we got these sweet potatoes right here, and they are growing like crazy. They've been here for a couple months. They started growing on their own. We found one of them just underneath. Sometimes potatoes get lost under things, but you can see like they are just all the way up in that window right there. And I've also recently learned that you can actually eat all these greens right here. These are all edible, and they're highly nutritious. They're extremely beneficial for us. And so I found another individual here. It goes by Wendi Phan. So give her a subscribe. She's got 104k. Like she's doing good right here. She's got her own website here, wendyland.com, and she actually has a video right here called Harvesting and Cooking Sweet Potato Leaves. And so I figured she probably would know how to cook it up. She's she's got a big old garden. She's I don't know, Thai. Maybe she's Thai. I'm not really sure. Filipino, possibly. Well, either way, she's Asian, and a lot of Asians know how to utilize the green. So she's going to show us how to harvest them, and basically what she does is she just snaps it like that. If they snap off, they're ready to go. Now, on some other shows that I was watching, they were talking about basically if you cut the tops, it will then create more side shoots, and it will just allow it to grow like crazy. So we are going to attempt to do this. And then also she goes into taking them into her kitchen, and she
some garlic, and then we're gonna get started with the stir fry.
Yeah, so she rinses all her greens, and then she mixes it with some garlic and some miso. Real quick and easy and simple. So we're gonna try this here, and it basically came out looking like this. Bam! And we don't have, well, we might have those beautiful flowers once, because I think these come from the purple sweet potatoes. I believe those manjaris are the flowers. But, come on. Let's see if I can get it there. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. She's got a nice presentation. All it is the white plate and the flowers. And she put the sesame seed. The sesame seed is a very simple garnish. and it's very healthy and beneficial for your teeth, your gums, and things like that. But let's see if we can harvest some of these. So, you want to help me, Boogie? You want to hold this for me?
Well, you have a harvesting thing? Okay, I was going to say.
So you hold this, okay? And we're going to just see if some of these just snap like she just did. That's kind of crazy. And we also got to make sure we don't take the... this is all garlic right here. All these garlic greens right here. So we got garlic, and we've got sweet potato, and more sweet potato. And what I would like to do is actually find where the end of it is, because I heard if you take the end, it basically creates a lot more shoots. So we're going to actually take, you know what, this is a pretty big shoot. I'm going to take it to about here, and we're just going to snap it off. Does it snap? Okay, we're going to have to scissor it. So we'll just scissor it like this. We'll grab it, scissors, and cut it right there, right above the other node, and then you'll get all these other shoots to come up, and I believe a lot more shoots are going to come up. All right, Boogie, let's get these in. Where's your holder? Grab your holder. Hold it. Grab it. There you go.
Put it in there.
All right, got it?
Get them. Get the leaves. They're going to fall.
Good. All right. And then also, you can also just take the leaves from the plant. I saw someone just taking them off and clipping it. I was wondering like what would happen. One thing that she did say was that to be careful of the sap. There's some sort of sap, and she said just to be careful not to get it on your clothes. So if you don't care about your clothes and things like that, then you don't really have to worry. We are going to take off a big portion of this one here too. And here, we're just going to snip it just like this. And also, I'd like to show you this aquaponics setup and how it's supposed to work. And how it's actually working right now. There's some more. And we got one more big one way up here, which is getting a little bit out of hand. It looks so beautiful though. I love it. But we're going to, you know what? I'm not going to take it all the way out. We'll just take off all the way to about, here, let me make sure I don't cut this silk flower here.
Cut it off.
And snip. And I didn't get the silk flower. And there's some of my other projects there. There's some rocket stoves and hemp oil, hemp seed oil, candles, and all kinds of cool things. All right. I don't know if they need to be cooked or not, so let's cook them first before we just eat them. Because I do not know if they're safe to just eat like that.
Oh, I never eat one. It's all right there.
Here, let me see. Let me try it. All right, we're going to actually see what happens if we eat this. And now, she washed her leaves. Her leaves are growing outside. These are indoor, aquaponic, you know, they're safe. So let's see. Hold on, don't eat it. Don't eat it all. Let me try it first.
He's all like, oh,
Wait,
it's
hold
just
on.
the basil. Eating all the basil when our basil pops up like
It
crazy.
is safe. There you go.
How
All right.
does it taste?
All right, but put all the rest of them back. Make sure it's in the bowl. Get that one off the floor. That one's up. You're not supposed to drop it on the floor. They were all clean. Now we gotta wash them. So I was gonna say that if you're growing them inside, you don't have to wash them. But if you have a 4-year-old who drops them on the floor, then you have to wash them. So now let's take them to the kitchen and let's wash these greens. All right, so look at that. Let's check out that little bit of a harvest. Oh, hold on. We might need, hold on one second. We might need the scissors. All right, so check out that harvest right there, guys. Isn't that cool? All right, let me sit right here, Boogie. Let me stand right here. I need to get in so I can use the counter. I need to be able to chop this up and stuff. All right, you guys, so now we're in the kitchen here. As you can see, we got the crazy cast iron here. And
me.
We got Boogie here. He's gonna help out. So
Yeah, 'cause I'm a
we're going to
phantom.
we're gonna do a quick rinse on these. What I'm thinking is,
Need some
here, you wanna
water?
help? Wanna eat this one too? There you go. So, eating it, to me, it's very similar to spinach.
Yeah.
It has a distinct taste, though, all of its own. It's not as bitter as spinach. That's for sure.
And look my
It's sweet
shirt.
potato, so maybe it's a little sweet or whatever. Here, let me turn it this way so that we ain't gonna fall off. You're on the edge. Don't sit on the edge of that. You're gonna fall. Watch where you're standing.
My son is a dynamite truck.
All right, so I'm going to harvest all of these here. This is the only one that really fell, so I'm gonna rinse this off. Just to make sure it's not full of any cat hair and stuff. But all these plants, they should be safe. And then, all right, instead of eating them, why don't you help me pull off the leaves like that, and then put them in there, right in the bowl. And I'm going to use the scissors here. We're going to do this pretty quickly. So I'm just going to take the scissors, and we're just going to snip the greens just like that.
Hey, can I just like pull them off?
Yeah, you can just pull them off like that. I just wanted to show them that they can also just use the scissors to make it pretty quick. You don't need too much of the stem or the slip, but they're also edible as well. Just like, like broccoli stalks are edible. When you're eating a chard and kale, the centers, those are all edible.
Whip, 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 whip.
So yeah.
Take this giant
Sweet
leaf
potatoes. And now, if we put this in water, would this come back? We can easily just put this in the aquaponics setup. Let me just cut this real quick like that. And I'm going to run and put it in the aquaponic real quick. Let's see what happens.
Oh, is it ever gonna pop again?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm back.
All right.
Hey.
Hey, I'm back. Okay, so now, bless you. Bless you. All right, so now we are going to just snip these all in here.
I'm gonna throw them.
Boogie's doing an excellent job helping. And I'm wondering if we can actually just save all of these, even though we're not going to use all of the greens or all the slips. Can we actually regrow this? That's going to be a good experiment. So be sure to subscribe so you can get notifications on the updates on this plant here, and if it actually reroots and regenerates from this point. All right, I'll clip this one again, and we'll put that in. But we're going to get over here. You want to finish that? Okay. He's doing an excellent job. He's getting them all. He's being extremely detailed here. Making sure he's doing good. Very meticulous. We've got some rosemary there too that we harvested earlier as well. And now we're going to heat up the stove here. That's pretty much it. Oh, a couple little baby pieces. Little baby leaves right there. He's making sure he gets them all. And we're going to just do a tester. You know, she actually had that whole entire bowl full, and she cooked it down, and it made like one little serving. So we'll see what this does. And, I just want to do a real quick tester on this. All right, that's probably good. Here, let's move this to the side. Let's move you over, because I'm going to heat up the stove now. So let's slide you this way. This way. This way, so you can stay in the camera. Thank you. All right, perfect. See? There you go. And then they can also see what's going on right here. Okay?
Okay,
So now,
I have to sit
here,
down.
let me move this jar out of the way. All right, so now we got these leaves. I'm gonna do a real quick rinse again,
You wash them.
just real
And
quick.
remember that basil that
And then also I'm thinking, you know, the moisture will help with wilting them as
We
well.
made that out of basil.
And so we got this all ready to go. It's gonna be a little bit wet here. Just get the Norwex. We're always using Norwex, guys, to clean up our messes and things. All right, so now I'm going to set this here without it falling in the sink. Okay, we're gonna heat up some oil. So we get the pan going, put it on. This is an electric burner, cast iron on electric burner. I'm in a group called Cast Iron Experts, and what's funny is there are a bunch of hecklers and knuckleheads, and everyone's got something to say about what's the best way to do this and do that about their cast iron.
Notice something new.
So it's a fun show.
When the camera starts turning on with the red, it starts to turn blue. It's the red on the camera.
It starts to turn blue.
No, not blue. It starts to turn pink.
What turns pink?
That.
Oh, okay. Cool. So let me bring you guys a little bit closer, and that way you can see the actual cooking process here. All right, so let's see. There is the pan
They don't see
right
it.
there.
Guys didn't see me.
Okay, so we're going to get some of this white miso paste right here, and we're going to mix it with a little bit of some water, because the miso paste is a little bit thick. So we'll add a little bit of water and some miso. You got to back up. I need this space. You got to stay over there on that side. You don't need to be in the camera, Boogie.
Daniel.
I'm trying to show them how to do this, not how to watch you. So now, excuse me. So now we'll get a little bit of the miso paste here, and I probably should have used a fork. And we'll mix it with the water. So I got a little bowl right here with the little miso paste. And like I said, I should have probably used a fork because it would have been easier to mash. So this is going to be our flavoring right here. We're going to add this. And miso, what is miso? Miso is basically, it's like a fermented soybean curd. And it adds, I don't know if you guys have ever had miso soup, where they add the miso and they add, hey, don't play with that. That's hot. And they add a little green onion to it.
Green onion.
You know, we could actually use a little bit of those garlic greens. Hey, don't lean on this. This will break.
Okay, Daniel,
Thank
come
you.
on, get over here, please.
Why?
All right, go do your homework.
Near the hot stove.
All right, so now,
You told me a couple times already.
Boogie, thank you for your help. I just needed your help with getting the greens. Thank you. So now, we got this miso paste already. The oil's been heating up. I was going to use a little bit of this. I've got this chunky garlic paste that I got at the store. This one's a brand new one. So let me just open this up here real quick. I found this in the discount rack. I wanted to try it out. Chunky garlic paste by Gourmet Garden. It's got some preservatives in it, but it's mostly just like garlic and oil. So you just squeeze a little garlic out, and that's really nice. I don't know if we need the greens or not. We don't need the garlic greens because we're going to be cooking greens. Alright, so now we're just going to put the greens directly in here. We'll get ourselves a spatula. You know what I think is a little bit of some some like red chili flakes or red chili powder would be really good. Adding some of that, I don't have any. I don't think I have any of that Asian chili paste. That stuff is really good. I don't think I have any more of it. Yeah. But we do have a little red chili powder that we can use here. So we'll just add a little red chili powder to the garlic, and that's going to bring up a lot of awesome flavors and stuff. So now the pan's still heating up, and pretty soon this should start to sizzle a little bit. I will add the greens. Just a moment. We'll give it a second. We'll wait for it to really get up to temperature here. And this is how we cook sweet potato greens that we just harvested. And like I said, this is barely anything. I might have added a lot of garlic. This is going to be like super garlic. So now you see that sizzle? Can you hear it? It's a mild sizzle. It's not like really, it's like, it's chilling. And we're going to add this. It's probably going to sizzle a little bit more because of the moisture. Now you can hear that. Now we're going to saute the greens in that olive oil with a little bit of garlic. So just mix it up. Make sure that you get that all covered up in there. Here, let's move this lid so you can see a little bit more of what's going on here. And we'll just make sure that those greens are all covered up in there. And then we just cook them and wilt them. That's about it. That's all I saw. And towards the end, we add a little bit of miso. This might be a little bit more than we need, but we can always just put this in a little container here and save it. So that way we have this miso all ready to go. We can even just make a soup real quick. Add this to some water, and you got yourself a miso soup. Little green chili, little green garlic, or not green chili, sorry, green onion. All right, so now that this is sauteing, I guess I do need to cover it. I should invest in getting some glass covers. That way you can actually see through and look through this. So maybe one day soon, we'll get some glass covers for you guys. While I'm cooking, you can actually look through here. Because I love glass. I'm the glass man, right? The glass man's world. We should have glass. All cooking glassware. You know, and very soon, I will be doing mini cooking in the mini kitchens and the tiny kitchens, the little miniature kitchens. And I got the littlest, tiniest pans. I'm not even lying. The pans fit on a quarter. They're like that small. So I will be doing tiny cooking. And technically, theoretically, it is borosilicate glass. It could be technically Pyrex brand. I don't know. I use a lot of Scope glass from Germany, but the tubing could be Pyrex. It could be Kymax, though. I'm not sure. It could be Cymax. I believe it's Kymax. And so, which is also a borosilicate glass, just the same as Pyrex. And so, that glass technically should be able to withstand the heat of a stove like this, and I would love to test it out. We could add some of this rosemary, a little rosemary with the sweet potato greens. That might be all right. I was thinking just add a little bit of this miso paste with a little bit of the coconut amino acid. So we've got this liquid coconut aminos right here. I don't know if you guys use this kind of stuff in your cooking, but it's a liquid aminos. It's basically like a soy sauce, but a little bit better, and it gives you the aminos which are beneficial for your health and body. All right, so let me now grab a pot holder here. Let's look at the greens. Oh, look at that. That looks amazing. And you know what? I don't know if I even turned on the chat. I'm sorry, guys, if I didn't. Let's make sure that the live chat is on. I do see that people are watching and people are talking here. Let me read the comments here. Give me just 1 second. All right, that looks good. You know, I think at this point we're gonna add just a spoonful, because you know, like I said, that all of those greens really just went away. We're gonna have to really try out growing these sweet potatoes. Man, this is gonna be so beneficial. We won't even have to buy any spinach anymore. Not that we don't want to eat spinach, but we can also grow our own spinach very soon. That looks so good. You know, I'm gonna also add a little bit of that liquid amino, just a little bit, not too much, real quick, just like so. Man, that's gonna be awesome. I don't have any sesame seeds, and this plant hasn't been flowering, so I can't give you that beautiful presentation that she gave you on that white plate. But let's see, maybe I got a nice plate that we can use here. That'll be fine. White, we got red. Alright. And that looks so good. Wow. That's like just enough for one person right there on the side dish. Put that in a sandwich with some sauteed mushrooms, a little feta cheese or some mozzarella. And I know then it wouldn't be vegan right there, right? But some feta, some mozzarella with some sauteed mushrooms, with maybe some roasted peppers or some like dehydrated tomatoes or something like that, man. That'd be so delicious. But right here, we're just going to try it just as is, just like this. We're going to take it off the heat, turn it off. I'm going to serve it up here real quick. And I think we are ready to go. Look at that. Yeah, like I said, that's enough for like one person. That's like enough for half a serving. So we harvested maybe half the greens that we've been growing, and so for us to actually live off of this and to survive off of this, I would really have to have a whole lot of potatoes all started, but that's not very hard to do. That really isn't too hard to do. Look at that. Bam. And then add a little sriracha on there. Look at that. That looks so good. All right, let's read some comments here. So I saw that who's here? We got B Hendrix here. We got JH7 Waldo. We're making bread dough today. Awesome. So what's up, Glassman? Prime nutrition for the fam. Yeah, this is amazing. I didn't even know that you could actually eat sweet potato greens. Like what? I gotta have my fam come and try this and see what they think. Like let's do a live, like, you know, that's why I like to stream live, you know? No edits, no cuts. This is live, raw, unplugged. This is how I do it. I know how to edit. I know how to do all that, but why waste the time when you can just bring it just like this, right? This is all cooked, you know, real time, harvest it just like that. We're what, 30 minutes in? This is straight from farm to plate, just like that, right there. Off of an aquaponics setup. You guys want to see that aquaponics setup one more time? Check it out. I'm gonna let this cool for a second because we gotta let it cool because my son won't be able to take a bite. So let's cool it down so he can at least try it because I think he deserves to try it. He helped harvest it and everything. But let me show you again what the aquaponics setup looks like. And also, hold on, real quick. We're gonna get these greens ready, and I wanted to show you just real quick how we do this. Super quick cleanup with the Norwex kitchen. When you got a household like we do, all you got to do is use your Norwex Enviro sponge right here. You wipe it out, it removes all of the bacteria, 99.9% bacteria, mechanically picks it up with the cloth, with this cloth here. Then you use another Norwex cloth right here to dry it, and that's all it takes, guys. That's how we do our dishes, just like that. Sometimes we need to use some of the soap, so we do got the Norwex soap here, and the liquid dish soap, and all kinds of like extra cleaners and stuff like that. I'm actually cleaning some of the sponges. The sponges have a 2-year warranty, so that means that you can actually reuse these. You just clean them out. You use a deep cleaner, which is what we're doing right now. Let me show you that. That's kind of gross. But here, let me just show you. The most important thing is the pan. That's what I really want to show you. So to remove all this here, I like to use this scrubber real quick, which is also from Norwex. And I'll try to remember to put the link in all the videos that I mentioned Norwex, just to make sure you guys know how to get it. This is amazing for camping, and you don't even need like all the extra things and stuff. So whenever I use oil, and you got to remember this is only olive oil. Whenever I use oil, I use a different sponge, because I know that that oil, even though it's olive oil, it is going to transfer into the Norwex. So what I like to do is use an older sponge, one of our older ones that pretty much, it's already past that 2-year warranty. It's not going to do the job 100% by itself. And then you get your Norwex Enviro sponge, the cleaner one, the one that's still under warranty for 2 years, and you clean it like that. And then I have another towel for the pan specifically, because I don't want to get the gray ones all dirty and anything, because we still got to wipe the bottoms here, and that's when it all transfers. So just wanted to show you real quick how I clean up real fast. Let's go check out the hold on, let me just show you again real quick. Look at this, bam. That looks so good. It almost looks like I got the sesame seeds up on there. Yum. Okay, so let's go check out that aquaponics setup. So those greens came from here. So this is our aquaponics setup. It's set up on a 10-gallon system, real small. We got 4 goldfish. They were feeder fish. We had a dozen of them. I think we bought like a dozen for $1 or $2, something like that. A couple quarters each or whatever they were. And 4 remain, right? Sacred 4. And I've figured out how to do this way back in the day. I don't even remember the year, 2004, 2008, 2012. I don't even know. But I figured out how to make these aquaponic setups, what I call the aquarioponic setups, because on any aquarium, I have been able to figure out how to set up a tub. Look at this little meow meow. Meow. How to set up a tub right here with the hydrotone, the pellets, the clay pellets, and basically we have a pump that sucks the water up, which this pump is actually too small to do the job, and it's having issues. I know that. And so the water comes up from here. It should be a stronger pump, and it should have a lot more of a flow than this trickle. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see. Hold on, sorry, not showing you anything. All right, so you see that? As you can see, there ain't much of anything coming out, and that's because we got a lot of stuff, a lot of gunk that's stuck. Let me see if I can maybe release that from pinching it. Maybe we can get the it's like fish emulsion. It's all the all the crud from the fish, and that's what's gonna feed the plant. Right? There it goes. A little bit better. I didn't realize that tube So sometimes this takes some maintenance right here. So I'm trying to squeeze out all that stuff and allow the water. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That came off. So sometimes you got to deal with this, right? So I got to make sure this is hooked up right. Okay. And now, that water is slowly coming out. You can see it just slowly pushing. See that little air bubble? It's about to come out. I think. Is it? We got enough pressure? They need to help it. Like it was almost there. So, what the trick is you're supposed to have this be able to fill up. It's supposed to be a fill and drain system. But, as you can see, it is way clogged up. So, we need a stronger pump that's going to allow for this water to keep flowing this stuff out and through instead of getting all plugged up here. Come on. So close. It's trying to get that trickle. There's so much gunk though in here. Alright, and then it just came apart again. We push that back on. Alright. Jeez. I'm having issues here. Okay, I'm trying to just keep that on there. Trying to get that water to flow. It's like right there on the cusp. Like, come on. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Finally. You gotta push that all out of the tube, and then it should have a little bit better of a trickle there. That's all. So we're just trying to get that to have a better trickle. Maybe I gotta clean this hose a little bit better here. But yeah, once I can get that to flow out better. There we go. Look, I'm just gonna let it flow through like that. We're gonna stop it. All right, there we go. Now it's flowing better. So, that's sometimes maintenance you got to do. So what happens now is this is going to continuously fill up. So we have a pump, right? And like I said, this pump is way too small for this setup for the system. But it's set up. It works. And here, let me make sure we got the this little safety mechanism here. I need to actually just tie it on. Here, we'll just leave it like that. Hopefully the cats don't pull it out. I had it pinched right there, but maybe pinching it with that little clip, I'm going to have to tie that so the cats don't pull it out, and then we have water just pouring out. So that's going to continuously pump and fill this up. Now what that does is the water fills here. It reaches a point where in the bell siphon, so I have a bell siphon right here. And within the bell siphon, there are different levels. So this here is just a recycled plastic bottle. Let me see if I can move some things out of the way for you. And this here is the dome. And let's see if I can pull this off. And you can see within there, there's a little funnel. And when that water reaches up to that top level there, if the water is flowing strong enough, so that's the thing, is I need a stronger pump to pump more water than what it's doing, because this is as powerful as it goes right here. What you guys saw was this little trickle of water right here. But it's still better than what it just was. So now we got that rested in there. That's going to fill up. Now we have basically underneath that bell siphon is a tube that has an L bend in there, an elbow. And so what that does is when that water fills up enough, and like I said, it's not powerful enough, it should just overflow the system. And so what we're going to do is we're going to mimic that here by getting some, we're going to get some water from the filter here. So, you know, they're goldfish, but my goldfish eat they eat superfoods, they eat greens. You know, now that I know that sweet potatoes are safe, they'll probably be eating some sweet potatoes. So I'm just going to fill up the water here from the Nikin filtration system. This is the new Nikin that we recently got. It didn't have a lid on top because I got it from a local place called Savers, like a thrift store. Got it for 15 bucks. This is just the body alone, just that housing unit is like almost 200 bucks. I got it for $15, guys. Can't pass that one up. All right, and we don't have enough water in here. I'm gonna have to pour more, but let's see if we can make this work. So by creating more pressure here, so we're gonna add water. We're going to pour it into here, and hopefully, as you can see, it's pouring, right? But hopefully by adding this water, oops, sorry about that. By adding this water here, we should be able to overflow the system. So, and then you hear it, right? And then that's what it's supposed to do. Every few moments, it's supposed to fill and drain and do an ebb and flow. And every few moments creates that pressure, where then the whole entire tub here drains out of water completely until it reaches the point under the bell siphon here that there's some little spots that there's like little notches underneath, and it creates it breaks the vacuum seal and allows air to go in, and then it breaks that seal. So yeah. Oh, you remember this in the house by Roosevelt? Word, yeah. So that's actually when I started doing the aquaponics system. Was there. Well, actually, I started doing like experimental stuff before the house by Roosevelt, long ago. And yeah, so now this is the aquaponics setup. I'll just have to make sure that that tube is secure, and then we can harvest all these greens right here. And we just cut like half of them, but you can see there's so much more. You can see that I didn't cut them all the way out from the window. I kept them super tall, so I could have had more for us to try. But let's, I guess let's see if we can do a live tasting. Let me let them know that that we got this food here, and if they'd like to try it, that they're welcome to. But this is the sweet potato greens, super greens, some superfood. All right. So let's see. Let's see if they want to taste it and try it. Hey, Boogie. You want to be the first taster?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, because I was watching it.
Okay.
And
Let's see if you want to try it. It should be cooled down enough. All right, come over here.
All the way over
Yeah,
here?
come right
That's for me?
Yeah, come right there. What do you think?
Good.
Is it good?
Yes. Eat it. Eat it. Eat for yourself.
All right, hold on. We gotta have Mama try it too. You want to try it, Mama?
Okay.
Here, you get yourself.
So
I
good.
don't know how much you want to try.
So good.
Trying to get a piece on there.
No. It's so good.
He usually doesn't like greens.
Oh, they're good.
You like those, Boogie?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are good like
They're good.
monkeys.
Yeah?
Eat it
Oh,
for
okay.
yourself.
Okay. I get to try it now, too.
Good.
Whoa. That miso
Yeah.
with the garlic and then the what else did I put in there? Oh, and the coconut amino acids. Oh my god!
I was watching you.
Wow, that has so much flavor. Let me let them know. Oh, you're watching me right there? We got this food here. If they'd like to try it. Cool. Let's turn that down, or else it'll create some sort of sound feedback. All right, you guys. So that's all it takes. Real easy.
Yes,
Harvesting
I love
some
it.
sweet
And
potatoes.
you need to make it all right, but not like the girl. That guy on the TV. That's like us.
Oh, don't make it like her. Make it like us.
Yeah.
Because we added the liquid amino, so it's a little bit different. But go on ahead and check out Wendi Phan's channel. Also check out Renee's gardens and
Good.
Lead Farmer 73. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in and watching. I hope that this was
Bye.
educational, beneficial. Definitely try this. This is so good. He doesn't usually like just straight up greens. He's scared of greens. So for him to say that these are good, try it, so delicious,
Come on.
that's a good thing. Oh my god. All right, well, I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you so much for watching. This is Cooking with the Glass Man. This is Glass Man's World. You guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you soon. Love and blessings.